That man got a small head. Why did he think this hole was gonna fit my head? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Natalie. I make all sorts of content at this point, but I'm just sitting here and I'm going down a rabbit hole of the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, and I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I do not feel like buying a new iPhone. How expensive these phones are, no. It's like, no, no, it is not worth it. And I really fell down this rabbit hole. Like, I'm not gonna buy it right now just because, like, I'm not trying to spend money on anything that's crazy, especially if my phone still works. I'm really thinking of going to Android. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the iPhone ecosystem. I love the fact that I can answer. I don't even have to have my iPhone on me. I'll literally be in my office room and my phone is in my bedroom and someone can text me and I can text back from the computer. I absolutely love that. Girl, I don't feel like spending the money on another iPhone. Like, I already spent, like, I have an iPad, I have a MacBook, and an Apple Mini. Why the hell do I need an iPhone? Again, like, I don't mind, like, the ecosystem of the iPhone. I really don't, but for the price, it's not worth it. So I posted it on Threads and someone just responded and said, the Xiaomi Pro is a magnificent handset, as is the Honor Magic 8 Pro. I'm an iPhone user, but these handsets are amazing and show Apple up for the lack of innovation. Because every time I see these videos that these content creators are going to of, like, this newest thing that the iPhone or Apple's coming out with, and I'm like, bitch, is this what my money's getting me? This ain't nothing. Steve Jobs would be extremely disappointed. So that's what the rabbit hole I'm going down now. It's 11:30. I got up pretty late this morning. I went back to sleep and I got up later in the morning. So now I'm gonna go work out. Today is, what's today? I think today is full body day on the program. I gotta go get my iPad. Look everywhere for this damn iPad. It is actually downstairs. I had it downstairs. I have to do some more editing. I posted a video earlier today. I'm kind of going through the motions of how I want to post for the clients. So, like, last week I did Monday through Friday, and then this week I'm doing 3 days out of the week, 2 days weekday, 1 day weekend, to see how it performs and see how I need to move forward. But obviously our analytics let us know when to post. Sometimes I'm not trying to post for my followers, I'm posting to get in front of new clients. Alright, I made it downstairs. I'm just putting my socks on. I'm gonna drink some water. I'll have coffee later. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm not gonna have any caffeine right before I work out. Maybe some creatine. These are creatine gummies. These are monohydrate gummies. And they have 5,000 mg active ingredients per serving. It helps with strengthening endurance, muscle gain in size, enhance energy, and improves concentration. And it says to, I believe it's take 4 gummies once a day. So I was gonna take one, and I'm like, no, we're gonna take 4. No, yeah, for best results, take 20 to 30 minutes before a meal with an 8-ounce glass of water. And I've been getting to a point where I'm only drinking room temperature water. It really helps push your digestion. So if you guys buy my Mom Strong program, this is how it'll look. I think I've showed you guys this. Well, I'll just put a screen recording on here. But I'm considered still on week 3. Because I stopped at upper body, and ever since I got the treadmill, I just been getting on the treadmill. And I'm technically I was on the week 3 day 2. But I still have been working out because, again, I've been doing 30 minutes of just walking. So today is a full body and conditioning day. And then tomorrow's supposed to be technically a rest day, but I'm not going to rest. I'm actually going to work out for the rest of the week. So today, full body. Friday will technically be lower body and core. And then Saturday will be upper body. And then I'll rest Sunday. And then get back to it Monday. So the 4th week is the last week of this program before I switch it up. So you'll have 4 weeks of the same exact workouts. Not the same exact workouts. Obviously, Monday will be this, Tuesday will be this, Wednesday will be this, rest Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I mean? You're doing the same thing because you're getting your body acclimated into working out, and then you're building that foundation. Me and my husband always talk about foundation. You can't add weight if the foundation is rocky, right? If your squat form is horrible, if your knee caves in, if your heels rise up, or if you're squatting and your neck is like this, all of that is posture. You need to work on your foundation first before you're able to build. So now that I feel like I'm good enough to progress to the next level, Week 5 would be with me doing other workouts and adding weight. You get what I'm trying to say? So like week 3 and 4, if you feel really comfortable to add weight, feel free to do so. I'm not telling you to just like do body weight, no. But as week 1 and week 2 goes by, then you're like, this feels a little lighter for me. If I'm doing goblet squat and I'm doing 20 pounds, let me try it out with 40 pounds, you know? So that's what I mean. So week 5, I'm excited because then this is where we really start to see change. So week 5 through, I think, week 3. The program tells you exactly where you're at. I go through the whole education here. I always say start here. I'll put it on the screen. And it'll tell you, welcome to your 12 weeks. You didn't buy another fitness program. You bought a complete system built from the background of exercise science and health promotion. Warm-ups, muscle activation, workouts, cool downs, mobility, nutrition, and education. Because your body deserves more than a random YouTube video. That's my...
I've been knowing you for long enough. Damn, I need you right now. You can take your time, don't have to rush. This might take us a while, yeah. I left all the doors unlocked and you said you're on your way. When you get here, don't just say a word. Got no time to play. I know you think that you know me, but you ain't even seen my dark side. It's reserved for you only. So baby, do it right, do me right. We can go over time. We can move fast and rewind. When you put your body on mine and collide.
That was a really good workout. I didn't get back on camera earlier because one thing about the G7X, it does overheat constantly, depending on the settings that you have it on. If you have it on 4K 24 frames per second, it will overheat. You gotta give it a minute before you start it back up again. But that's one thing I cannot stand about the camera. I don't remember my Mark II being like that, because I don't even know if the Mark II had 4K recording settings. But if it didn't, that made a lot of sense. But I vlogged with the G7X a lot, and this camera overheats a lot, which is really annoying. So just a little tidbit if you're thinking about getting this camera for vlogging. Definitely look up the settings to see what doesn't overheat the camera. But that was a really good workout. I kind of switched up the last 2 workouts a bit. I'm thinking of not redoing the program. The program's gonna stay the program, but adding different variations to workouts. So that way, like if you don't feel like doing mountain climbers, you don't have to. I technically can't really perform mountain climbers just because I don't want to aggravate my toe. If you don't know, I have a toe injury that I've had for many years now. And I do everything I can to not aggravate it because that pain is crucial and it could swell up. So I try to avoid it, but obviously I don't want to take it out. It's a really good exercise, core as well as nice little cardio. Look at my baby. Look at my baby. Yeah, so I'm thinking of adding a little bit different variations. So if I have goblet squats, you could change it to do this, like different variations that target the same thing. That's what I think I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go upstairs and take a shower and eat. I have not eaten all day. This was kind of like a fasted workout, and I may do a 2 a day. I may come back and jump on the treadmill later on this evening. I'm still super tired, but you know what, we gotta push through it. I'm gonna take my iron supplement and then take my probiotic, make my food, and let's get moving. There, I ain't got no bread. I haven't even opened none of the windows yet. I need to open everything up. I've been in the kitchen for the last hour. I just made cream of wheat. Not too much on me. Too many people say that they don't like it. I don't care. I'm one of the ones that love old people's shit. You know what I mean? When I make cream of wheat, it's like la bouillie. If you're Haitian, it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of like la bouillie. But I don't technically make it like the Haitian way. Like I didn't add lait carnation, carnation milk. I didn't add carnation milk or star anise. I didn't add any of it. I just added vanilla extract, brown sugar, and some cinnamon in there, and that was about it. So I'm gonna make some coffee right now. You guys see how I make my coffees, but let me show you how I make it again. Today is gonna be a white chocolate, brown sugar, shaken espresso type of deal. we're back. I showered, did my skincare, I added my body lotion oil. I think I told you guys this in the last vlog that Maylee sent me this in PR, and it's a body firming and hydrating mousse to oil. Absolutely love it, and it smells so freaking good. I love smelling good while I'm home, even though I don't plan on going anywhere. Like once I go pick up my daughter, I have a few groceries that I need to go buy, and I haven't posted a picture on my Instagram in so long. Quite honestly, I just don't care about Instagram like that no more, to be quite honest with you. It's just, I don't know. And like when I say Instagram, I'm talking about like my personal, like creator one. I still post on my business page, but I don't post on my personal page anymore. And I want to, so I was thinking of like just going to go quickly take an outdoor picture. I was probably gonna just post like a carousel. I have so many pictures on my phone I have yet to post. I haven't posted on my store or anything. So I was just thinking of like, okay, let me just go and create some pictures, go outdoors really quick. Anyway, so let's talk about entrepreneur life after. I haven't really got on here and talked about, like, it's been, Sunday will make it 2 months since I left corporate. I left April 20th. Yeah, I left April 20th. So it's been 2 months, and I would say this, I knew it was gonna be hard. I knew this transition would be one of the hardest decisions I would make in my life, especially now as a mom, as a wife, with everything just being so expensive. But I'm trusting the process right now. I'm trying not to stress it. I'm trying to do, you know, try to kind of trust God in this process, because like when you think about it, I was the most stressed I've ever been when I was working. I just couldn't get, I just couldn't get a breather. A lot of people would say, well, just go on leave and do this and do that, and all that is true. You could go on leave if that's an option for you and that would help. Definitely go on leave for sure. But for me, I knew it wouldn't work because I would still be stressed about, damn, I gotta go back, damn, I gotta go back, damn, I gotta go back, so it wouldn't really be a full vacation, or it wouldn't be a full detachment from the company. I would still be thinking about the company. And I didn't want that. I knew I needed to leave. And it's not because it was a toxic environment or anything like that. It was just one of those things where like, I just can't do it no more. My mind's not in it anymore. And I love what I do, which is why I went ahead and did my own thing. I opened Viral Vision back in 2024. And I knew this is what I wanted to do. And with all the skills I had, I knew this would be a success. But of course, running a business is not as easy. You really gotta like hustle. You gotta like ask yourself what sets you apart, you know what I mean? So you gotta figure out what's right and what's right for you. Now that we're entering some of the slowest months, a lot of these small businesses, they truly cannot afford, although I'm probably one of the cheapest in the area, because again, I've always said this with photography, I don't want to be known to be like the most expensive photographer. No, I want to be exceptionally affordable for those who can't afford me, which is why I always, like, when I say my prices, a lot of people, you can tell they bat. I don't bat, but I'm gonna give you a different option. That's where we're at. It's hard for sure, but I do find pleasure in like helping my husband in his business on the digital aspect of things. I'm basically the digital manager in general. Like anything digital wise, he comes to me about. Because some people, they're just not digital beings. They could physically run a business, but they can't run it online. But don't get me wrong, I truly think you can be a successful business owner without any digital presence. But if you want to reach a more broader audience, especially if you're selling a product, then yeah, I think that social media will get you a lot further and get you over any hump where like you can go from paycheck to paycheck, where you're just paying your bills and just existing, to where like now you can like really take care of your family, you can go on vacations, you can kind of relax. But the more money you make, it's true when they say the more money you make, the more problems that come across. For me, I'm not trying to be this seven-figure agency, although I know I could. And I see someone on the other day talking about Aries, how like a lot of the Aries women, we don't listen. We don't follow rules. Yeah, I'm not, they're like, what's the perfect job for an Aries? And they're like, nothing, being your own boss. And it's true, because I did very well in corporate, and then I got pregnant, and I really started being insubordinate. Like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Someone could tell me, I need you to do this. I do it when I feel like this. Like, that's who I am. I've always been like that. I've always been someone like, don't tell me when to do something. I'll do it. Like if you tell me and I know I'm gonna do it and you tell me to do it, I'm not gonna do it now because I had it in my mind to do it. Now you're telling me to do it and I don't want to do it. I don't know what it is. I tried to change. I've tried. It's just embedded in me. I hate, and trust me when I say I'm not one of the ones, I hate when people's like, oh, that's just who I am. You can change, girl. Let me tell you something. I'm in therapy. I've been going to therapy for 10 years. 10 plus years. That's just something I feel like I can't shake for some freaking reason. I've gotten better. I bite my tongue a lot. But girl, this mouth is slick. I have a slick mouth and I have hands to back it up because I always tell people, because I'm a quiet person, I don't start drama, I don't do any of that. Trust me, I don't. I am a lone wolf. I would prefer people not to talk to me anyway. But any issues that I ever got into is because my friends got into it, and I feel like I'm obligated to be there and jump in and protect my friend. That's just who I am, right? So yeah, and granted, I have been looking for a part-time job just to have so I can still run the business. But in my head, I'm like, are you sure? Are you mentally capable to go to another job right now, girl? Because you don't follow rules. I do. Like, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, if my job assignment is my job assignment, I'm doing my job. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, my job assignment is this, but I'm going to just do this. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, if I'm doing something, you tell me to do something else, I may or may not do it. What's more important? I'm going to ask you, what's more important? Because I don't want you, I'm going to be real straight up. This is how slick my mouth can get. It can get worse, but I'm like, I'm going to let you know now. Don't come question me at the end of the week asking me why I didn't do this, because I'm notating it and I'll send you an email letting you know you came to me at this day, at this time, asking me to do something else when you told me that this was important last week, but now apparently this is more important this week. So now I got to put the most important thing that you told me that was important on the back burner so I can focus on this. Remember you told me that. So I'm going to email you that so you don't forget. That's me. Because motherfuckers like to play. People play too much. And so you got to be like that. I learned at a very early age. I learned. Trust me. But anyway, I've changed. I gotten a lot better. But yeah, they're right. Aries, girl, we don't let nobody play with us. And we bite our tongue for a limited time. We ain't gonna let you do that shit too many times before if you think we ain't gonna say nothing, you ain't gonna let you play with us. Good luck. Tread lightly. Tread fucking lightly. That's who I am. But yeah, it's true. It's really hard for us to get a job. I mean, it is great for us to get a job because we're very charismatic. We're very intelligent beings. You know, we're very passionate at what we do. I finished my hair. I look so much better with my oval face and almond eyes. Voluminous hair looks so much better on me. Like real, like big curl. That's what I love. I haven't really tried the big curls yet. Like there's a creator that I follow on TikTok and on YouTube. Her name is Melissa. She just did a hairstyle with like some big hair curls, and I'm like, I need to do that because I would love to see how I look with big curls like that. Yeah, so this is the hair. And I was like, do I want to do makeup? I'm like, girl, yes. If you don't quickly take some pictures, you ain't gonna be out here. You know what's crazy? I'm just gonna be in the backyard pretending I'm doing something. That's really all I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do something real quick to my face, and then I'll get back in the camera once I'm done. Okay, this is the makeup. Now let's see what type of magic we can create outside. Should I take a picture? I don't know if I should use you guys' pictures or if I should use my phone and then use Lens Buddy. If you guys don't know what Lens Buddy is, you are missing out. Especially if you you take a lot of your pictures on your own, Lens Buddy's gonna be your best friend. Because all you, let me just quickly show you. I'm not even sponsored by these people. But this is Lens Buddy. It's literally just a camera, right? It's the camera. However, on the bottom, can it focus? Focused. On the bottom you'll see wait 2 seconds, and then you'll see 10 in photo. You can also do video, I think. Yeah, you can do video, but 10 is how many photos you want to take. So I want to take like 25 photos, and then you put 2 seconds in between, and then that's it. I took some earlier in the gym. Just go to all photos, and then it literally is like a self timer, and you can just pose. You don't have to keep waiting on somebody to take your pictures, you know what I mean? So this is what I would use if no one's there to take my picture. And then like a lot of people don't even know how to get the angles, you know what I mean? So it's the best thing ever. Thank me later. Yeah, I think I'm just taking it on my phone. Just grab my tripod. Let's go. All right, so we're outside. I'm gonna have to be this way because this is where. Wanna get deep, I serve it like a dealer. You been out there, I'm digging in the middle. I'm making your word, it doesn't feel no better. Look at my picture, I'm polarized. Shit tough, you know what? If you sleep, feeling like the sunlight. Do the chauffeur, take it, she's not stuff. I'll post a couple on the screen, but you know when you're like taking pictures and like you look in the mirror, you're like, I look good. And even though other people tell you like, girl, you look good, like you look good. But when you look at pictures, it's like, who's that person? I don't reckon, and it's so crazy. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, you gotta learn to love yourself in this season of life. Fuck that. Okay, I want to learn to love myself in the vision and the eyeballs that I remember myself being. I don't know who that person is, and I need to work on getting her back because I don't know if it's because I need it to be up or whatever. I don't know. The down looks better, but yeah, I don't really care for those pictures. I don't care for those pictures. Maybe I should have took it on here, but or maybe it's just the iPhone 13. I still got iPhone 13, child, whatever. Like, I've took so many photos on here from, I think I found this 5 years ago. Yeah, I've had this app, maybe even longer than that. But yeah, it's been about 5 years. Yeah, I don't really like, well, let me quickly go do some work before I go pick up my daughter. That kind of discouraged me a little. I did, so I'm editing a video and the camera overheated, so I was not able to show you guys me filming myself doing B-roll. So I'm sending it to my computer now so that way I can put it on top, because I'm noticing in order for people to stay more engaged with videos, like I feel like with talking heads on YouTube is pretty good, especially if people at this point people follow you for you, especially if you don't really have a technical niche. Like I'm just a yapper, like I'm yapping and people are subscribed because they enjoy me yapping. But when it comes to short form video, especially when I'm talking about my business, I want to be able to kind of show some sort of something, you know, on top of the video I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna add in the B-roll so that way I can finish this, schedule it for tomorrow. Oh, and I'm also listening to Talitha. Talitha is a creator I actually do enjoy. I was one of the ones that kind of misjudged her in the beginning as well, but when I started watching her YouTube, she's pretty cool. She's pretty cool, young girl. A lot of people I'm subscribed to that I watch are mixed. You got people my age, you got people a little older than me, you got people a little younger than me. So I watch all types of creators, mostly girls, maybe 2 or 3 guys that I watch. Other than that, it's like they have a niche. Like one of them is a theologist. I like watching his reactions to these pastors or preachers, whatever you want to call them these days, because he be calling it out like, ooh, y'all need to go follow him. He makes you think on a lot of the things that these people be preaching about. But anyway, I'm listening to her in the background, which I'm probably gonna have to pause because I want to finish editing this and I need to be able to hear myself. Chains right around town in the big old range. I knew it when I rocked big old chains. Not a little doing big old thing. So it's just me pretending like I'm listening to them. So I'm just gonna go in, drop it in, and then I'm gonna zoom in on this because I don't want to show like my shorts and stuff. Okay, that's about it. Right now, what's not like the iPhone 13 front camera, it sucks ass, child, but you make do with what you got. And then I also have a kind of like a thing where it tells me, it's like a little blockages. So each day, actually this is supposed to go up on the 19th. I must have missed a couple of days, but I haven't really been, I've been posting consistently. But anyway, I'm talking too much. But yeah, I'm just going through the B-roll that I need to film, and then I go and film it, and then I add it into the videos after I film it, especially if it's a talking head. It's a lot easier. Okay, so I've edited one. I just finished one, but I just need to add in my B-roll on top of it, which is really good because it's just really talking about like different things, like as a marketer and if you're a business owner, things, oh my gosh, it was blurry. things that you should know when running a business, especially if you're doing everything on your own. This is where I would tell business owners, like, you may have to invest in a social media manager because it's so hard to do. It's not just scheduling and posting. No, you don't want to just post anything on your page. You want to strategize, and trust me, running a business, you can't do all that on your own. You think you're gonna be consistent running a business and posting online? Very few people do. Even with me being a business owner, it's so hard to do. So I'm head out and pick up my girl. I have to run to the grocery store. I don't want to bring you guys along because y'all is expensive, and I'd be damned if I miss y'all. So I'm actually gonna keep y'all home and then just use my phone to record. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I didn't even record anything. I just got there, got what I needed, and left. So what I needed, I think I already have everything. I got the tomato paste, I got the pasta. I needed to buy sausage, bell peppers. I bought some more cottage cheese, and that was about it. Yeah, let's go to the potty. I'll be right back. I had to put her on the potty. I walked into the classroom today and she was in the potty using the bathroom by herself. So I want to say we're kind of officially in that potty train stage. Not officially now. I think we went from like 80% to like 95%. That 5% is like the nighttime stage, because like I'm not putting panties on her because we have not transitioned her crib into a toddler bed just yet. So that way, once we do that, she'll be able to get up out of her bed and go to the bathroom when she needs to. But I am so proud of myself. Like, my daughter is very independent, and I think the more you introduce them to it, and not in the sense of like you gotta do it, you gotta show them. So like if I go to the bathroom, it's like a little duckling, she's right behind me. So if she sees me doing it, she wants to do it, or if she sees other kids doing it, she wants to go and do it, which kind of good and bad thing. But it's one of those things where like I want to do that. Like I see everybody else doing it, I want to do it. So that's how she started to gain her independency. So she, before 3, she is 95% potty trained, which I'm proud of. I got this munch. This is 20 bags. I was gonna, they had a sale for like the Pringles, but I was like, no, the Pringles were like $15. Ugh, it's crazy. This was $10.99. It was on sale, so it came with 20 bags. And these are just only for her snacks, like snacks throughout the day for like school. And then I bought whole wheat bread. And then, like I said, the bell peppers, cottage cheese, and many of you guys don't like cottage cheese, more for me, and then some sausage. If you guys don't know how to make Haitian spaghetti, I'll put it on screen of how it typically looks. I think I have eggs, but we can eat this dinner, lunch, breakfast. It's such a delicacy. I love it. I love being Haitian. I love cultured food. I'm gonna always eat Haitian. For me, I'm gonna say Haitian food is #1 in the whole diaspora. It is #1. Trust me. Trust me. Now y'all may say like, no, this is #1. That's fine, but I still stand on that. Hold on. But yeah, we have so many different options when it comes to our food. I love it. But don't get me wrong, I love trying other people's food. I love Jamaican food. I love Dominican food. I love Puerto Rican food. I love all sorts of food. If it tastes good, I'm eating. I love food. So I've tried all sorts of food. There's food that some people would like, you tried that? I'm like, yeah, girl. I love food, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make that for dinner. The good thing about Haitian spaghetti is like, it's so fast and easy to make, and then you normally end up with like 1 or like maybe 2 days left of like leftovers, so you get your money worth when it comes to that. I can't believe, back then, let me tell you something, when I was working, I was dishing out money. I was spending, spend, ding, ding, ding. I was spending money. Now that I'm not working, like, this is where you start to like, okay, so if I do go back into that route, whether it's part-time or full-time, just for a little bit, just to kind of like get back in while I work on getting more clients, I know how to spend my money wisely. I think this was definitely a test for me and test for my husband to see like, okay, I'm not keeping money here. I'm gonna keep money here and let me see what's trying to come out. That way I could cancel and be like, oh no, I don't need this. Oh no, I don't need that. So girl, because I'm a spender. If y'all watch some of my old videos, I'm like, I like to spend money. It's true. However, I'm very smart with it now. Now that money is not coming in like it used to. Now I'm like, ooh. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that we don't need. Yeah, I'm gonna get her prepared. Typically when she come home, I let her play around, independent play, just kind of unwind from the day. She was at school literally almost all day today, and I like for her to come home to quiet. I'm pretty sure she had kids all in her ear, crying, yelling, just toddlerisms, you know what I mean? Just everything just chaotic. So just to come home, nothing on, just maybe some slight unwind music, which I'll probably. Okay, so I'm about to get her out the potty. My phone and my battery, my card is full. But yeah, it's putting on some good music, let her unwind from the day, and I'm about to start cooking. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see me cook because the battery's dying, but we'll see. Debating if I should continue this vlog. I was like, you know what, let's continue it. I think it's like 2 days later and I'm actually heading to, I'm pretty tired. I don't really have to get there. I mean, technically we're starting now, which I want to get there, but I feel like people who start now are like the sorry ones. I don't know, I could be misjudging. So I'm heading to, it's called I Do Beach Tennis. I think it's pickleball, to be quite honest with you. I took their pictures probably 2 years ago, and I'm gonna go back again to take pictures. I'm so sleepy. And it's hot. And I got on these long sleeves, but I don't want to like get like sunburned or anything like that. I mean, I have sunscreen on my face, and then I have like the Black Girl sunscreen lip gloss, so it protects your lips from like UV ray damage. So I packed the same camera I've been packing, but this time I packed the, oh, let me see, actually. But it's super hot. I think that's probably like, oh, I'm bring my glasses. My husband has this like big hat in the garage. I think I'm gonna bring, oh, you know what? My sister bought me this years ago and I could finally use it. It's like a little umbrella for the camera. So I went to go get the hat that my husband told me to get. He was like, hey, make sure you grab the hat in the garage. Babe, I'm trying to think. This whole time I thought my husband had a big old head. It may have a small head. Why did he think this hole gonna fit my head? Why would this even fit? Maybe it could. I don't know. I'm just thinking if it's just gonna be hot as fuck. I don't know. I may just bring it in the car because I already have the umbrella for the camera. It's just too much going on. We'll bring it just in case. Let me see. Where's my sunscreen? I'm using my daughter's sunscreen. But honestly, kids' sunscreen would be a lot better for me. I already have sunscreen on my face. And then this, I had the I had Lululemon little jacket on earlier, but girl, I had to take that off. It's thicker than this material. And I'm like, absolutely not. I think I should be good. Put some here. I got my water bottle. I was gonna bring it, but nah, it's just too much. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it. Somebody may actually have sunscreen, so you always want to be prepared. My water bottle, the case, my phone. The only thing is with this sweater is that it doesn't have pockets. It doesn't have pockets, so I'm gonna have to just throw you guys into the camera bag. And that's it. I'm gonna just go to the gas station, need gas anyway, and get me an Alani. I never had an Alani before, so we'll be taste testing together. So let's go. Turn these lights off because the way electricity is about to be set up in Florida, everything turn off. If I could cut the breakers off, I would. So I'm at a spotlight. This is the peach flavor. If this is what y'all be going crazy for, it just tastes like a Celsius. Mind you, I haven't had Celsius since I was pregnant. Well, I think I may have had half a cup of what the heck? Celsius. Like maybe a year ago. Not an energy drink drinker. I like how it says 0 sugar, but I don't understand why, or when this became like this popularized drink. Like, I'm like, oh my god, they got Alani's. I'm like, what the fuck is an Alani?
We made it, child. We made it. Let's just see what we can do.
So I just left. Nobody was there, y'all. Not a single person, not even a vendor. And I went back to look at the time, and I'll put it on here too. It says June 19. Registration starts at 7:30. Match starts at 8:30. Ain't no way that match is done yet, because that shit lasts hours. It's supposed to be from like 8:30 to like 12:30. That's disappointing unless no one registered for today. Ugh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, I have to go back tomorrow, which I don't mind, but it was better for me to come today because my daughter's in school. They could have posted something, you know what I mean? Like, hey, unfortunately, due to no one registering, don't come today. So I'm heading to my husband's gym right now so we can go get breakfast. Why are people running? Oh, there's no sidewalk. I was gonna say, I'm like, why are people running on the bicycle lane? Like, not saying that it's warranted for anybody to get hit by a car or whatever, but like, come on. Anyway, I'm annoyed, as you guys can see. Let me make sure I'm doing the speed limit. Anyway, y'all, I'm really annoyed. I stayed my ass home for this shit, but I guess it's just best to like get a house. So I'm just now leaving. I was there for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I have no idea. But we're gonna head to go get some food. I got some videos of my husband training his athletes or whatnot. So now I'm starving. I only ate a little bit of that granola I got from the gas station. I'm just waiting for him to leave so I can follow behind him. And then I just had to make some more phone calls. I had to get my mom a new pest control provider.
Calling husband.
This is someone else, I'm not myself, no. 'Cause these are dreams.